Greetings and salutations. Titanium Tim, 18, here in beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. And I'm here at the Daytona Flea Market. And if you want cheap stuff at a cheap price, this is the place to be. Okay, on my drive here, I'm making a little short video because I like to rant and rave. It helps me. This is really good therapy for me. I'm finding that out. And if y'all want to listen, that's even better. But here's the deal. On the way here, I'm coming up 95 from Cocoa, right? In the fast lane, we're doing 80. I do that in my truck once in a while to kind of blow out the carbon. We're doing 80, and I get behind somebody, 55 in the fast lane on 95. Flash the lights at them and they brake check me. Now there's 3 lanes on 95, okay? There's 3 lanes on 95. If you want to go 55, I'm okay with that, but there's a slow lane for that. If you're in the fast lane, see, there's 3 lanes on 95. There's the slow lane, there's the I don't want to do the speed limit lane, and there's the get out of my gosh darn way lane, okay? It's real simple. If somebody flashes their lights at you, don't brake check them, just move over. It's real simple. It's real simple. And then I finally passed the guy in the middle lane, got up a little farther, and I got back in the fast lane, and I'm doing 83 miles an hour on 95, working my truck out a little bit. And do you know that little son of a gun started tailgating me? Then he passed me. He had to be doing 90, 95 miles an hour to pass me. Got in front of me and brake checked me again. Why? He doesn't know me. All I did was flash my lights. And when I flash my lights, I'm merely saying, sir, I would like to go, and you're blocking my egress because, believe it or not, it's illegal to pass on the right. You can get a ticket for passing in the right lane. The left lane's for passing, the right lane's for driving. So, anyway, that's my rant and rave about that. If you're in the fast lane and somebody rolls up on you, just move over. Just get out of the dead-gum way. Usually, I'm in the slow lane doing the speed limit. I take it easy on my truck. I try not to work it too hard, but once in a while, I like to work it just to blow the carbon out of it, you know, just to work it a little bit. Of course, when I do, I get like 11.8 miles a gallon. Now, if I get in the slow lane and do 65, I get like 16 miles a gallon. So, but anyway, I digress. So that's my one gripe. My other gripe is, you know, I'm not in a hurry. I'm not. But common sense, and it's not so common anymore. I got off of 44 there on 95, and I pulled into that racetrack there. Do you know that there was a fella at the gas pump? Now, first off, I need to know what I'm doing wrong, because this fella was driving a brand new $80,000 GMC pickup. You couldn't have got, I walked up and looked at it and talked to him. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. You couldn't have got any more options on it. On top of that, he's pulling a 24-foot brand new Boston Whaler Cuddy cabin with a brand new 450 outboard on the back. So I need to know what the heck I'm doing wrong, because he had almost $250,000 between that boat and that truck. So I need to know what I'm doing wrong. And of course, he was a short, chubby fella, and he had a beautiful wife, really well built. So I firmly believe that green cover's all kind of ugly. Anyway, I digress. This fella had pulled up so far on the gas pumps so that his boat was right where the pump was. So his truck was blocking the traffic lane. I understand he had to get gas. And I want to preface this by telling you, these are just observations. I don't care. I looked ahead, I saw that, I anticipated it, I went around him the other way, and I got gas, no problem. But there was a bunch of people he was holding up. But here's what I don't understand. He had to get gas, I get that. He got gas, okay? And I got there when he was just finishing getting gas in the boat, okay? Now I pulled up to the pump, 2 pumps down from him, and I went over and spoke to him for a minute while mine was pumping. And I got to tell you, that pump there, it took me almost 20 minutes to pump. I think I got 25 gallons of gas. Anyway, I digress. So I'm talking to the fella, and he told me about his truck, told me about his boat and all that stuff. And then his wife comes up, and then he goes in the store, and he buys ice, some beers, some cold drinks, and he comes back out to his boat. Now he gets up in his boat, and he proceeds to put all that stuff away, double check his boat, make sure everything is secure. A full 20 minutes just going over his boat. And the whole time he's blocking the road, he's blocking the pump, And my point is no consideration for anyone else. He could have just as easily pulled around. There's a whole big area on the back side of that gas station. He could have pulled around there and put the ice in there and checked his boat. He could have taken an hour doing that. Instead, he was inconsiderate and he inconvenienced everybody else. Now, once again, this is just an observation on my part. Okay, it didn't bother me. I kind of thought it was funny because I saw it, I anticipated it, I went around him, and I got to the pump I needed to get to with no problems. But there were 6. I counted them. There were 6. I counted them. There were 6 cars lined up around him waiting to get by him. Now, shame on them. I agree. They should have anticipated it and got around him, no problem like I did, but they didn't. So it's just kind of a double-edged sword that here this fella, and it's one thing if you're getting gas, but he got gas and then he could have pulled out of the way and let somebody else get the pump. Now, am I saying I'm perfect? No, absolutely not. But you know what I do? When I'm done getting gas, I pull into a parking place. You know why? Somebody else may need that pump. I try to be considerate of others most of the time. There are times I don't do that. But if they're busy, I absolutely will do that. So that's my top tip of the day is be considerate of others and think about other people. And if you're in the converse situation and you see somebody doing that, anticipate what they're going to do. Go around them and take care of yourself. It's really classically funny if you take care of yourself and you do that. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting as heck to see people do that. Anyway, this is Titanium Tim 18 here in beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm at the Daytona Flea Market, and I gotta tell you, this place is just the cat's butt side. If you need something cheap and not need it to last, come here. They got luggage, they got drugs. There's a head shop in here. They call them head shop when I was a kid. There's a head shop in there that sells bongs and stuff. And now they got this stuff called, I think it's Delta 8, which is THC, but it's in such a low quantity. It's a low, each little chewy thing is such a low dose that they can get away with selling it without a medical marijuana card. Now, if you do Delta 9, you need a medical marijuana card. And I get it because it helps me sleep. And if you tell anybody I said that, I'll deny it. Because I'm not a big smoker. I don't think smoking's good for you, and I'm just not a big smoker. So anyway, I'm gonna check out now because everybody's looking at me like I have lost my mind. So y'all have a great day. Be good to yourself, be good to each other. And what do we say, boys and girls? What do we always say? Always remember, never forget. It's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it. And I'll see you soon.